Deano's Night Out on WRMN. It's the talk of the town, so come on and listen now. It's Deano's Night Out on WRMN 1410. On WRMN, it's the talk of the town, so come on and listen now. It's Deano's Night Out on WRMN 1410.
Hey everybody, welcome to Deano's Night Out right here every Friday, 2 to 4. I'm glad to be back. This is my second time now on the air again from my surgery, and that's going along pretty good. The pipes may not sound the way they used to sound, but we're getting there. Got a little mobility issues here and there, but my doctor says things are going to be okay. So I'm just happy to be here. We got some great people that we're going to be talking about. I got a great in-studio guest. His name is Jon Babin. You heard me or should have heard or seen it on YouTube and Facebook yesterday. Put out a little blast that he was coming on. Very excited, very talented young man. I wish I had that talent at that age. So, hey, as we remind everybody, this show was sponsored by who? Ron Onesti with the Arcada Theater, which is oshows.com. They're located in St. Charles, which is 105 East Main Street, and beautiful downtown St. Charles. You can call him at 630-962-7000. And he also has another venue. He's got the Des Plaines Theater. And what he has done with these two theaters, blow your mind. Just absolutely blow your mind. So what he has going on tonight, he has the Eric Martin. And Eric Martin, he's born in Long Island, began his musical career in the late 1970s. He went all the way through to the 80s, and he's now co-founder of Mr. Big. And that's a rock supergroup known for his hits, and I got John shaking his head like he knows all about it, like To Be With You, Wild World, and Shine. So talk about that in just a little while, too. And performing tonight as well on stage, and that's an 8 o'clock show, is Robin Taylor Zander. How cool is this? This is a career in music, was inventable for Robin Taylor Zander. It's in his heart, his soul, and his very DNA. Whose father, by the way, is the founding frontman for the iconic rock band of Cheap Trick. Robin is now a full-time member of Cheap Trick, a seamless utility player on guitar, bass, drums, and backing vocals. So could you imagine that? In the business and working with your father, huh? I tell you what, I can't imagine how cool that would have to be to do so. What do you think about that, John?
Yeah, I guess I can imagine that. That would be quite a obviously it's a family affair, all based on music. And that's, there could be better, there couldn't be a better family connection there than doing it through music. I mean, why not?
Isn't that something?
It could be, my father has a clothing store, at least the music is fun.
Yeah, right? Okay.
No offense to anybody who runs clothing stores.
It's all good business. But I brought you in on that because I thought you would appreciate the fact that here's this guy, it's his son, and he's playing with his son.
I love it, yeah.
So everybody, I got him on the screen, on the screen rather, solo. This is Jon Babin. Welcome
Hello.
to our show today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm so glad you made it. The last time you were supposed to be here, I was supposed to be here too.
That's right.
But instead, I had Derek and Matt. And they both did a great job, I hope. I hope you were happy with the show.
Yeah, they were great guys. I had a great time with them, yeah.
Yeah, they're not just fill-ins. They're just regular guys, But what I want to do is I just get back to the rest of what's going on at the Arcata Theater on Saturday. And I think it's kind of appropriate with the losing of Ozzy Osbourne. What an iconic artist. Nobody will ever replace him.
I have not been able to come up with the right words, but
Yeah.
I think in the next hour or two, I could think of a few to
Yeah.
say about Ozzy Osbourne.
Well, you being a composer and writer and that kind of stuff, I bet you would.
He had a lot of influence on
Yeah.
me.
Oh, did he?
Very, very much. The Black Sabbath in general, and I know we'll get to the thing, but I
Plenty
just
of
want to
time.
say Black Sabbath. Those four guys and their music, and Ozzy Osbourne's just powerhouse solo career,
Amazing.
which almost eclipsed some of the success of Black Sabbath, which is kind of unheard of when people go solo.
Yeah.
Look, Black Sabbath to me, their music and Ozzy and Osbourne's influence it's so embedded in music culture and in world culture and certainly in my life. And I haven't been able to come up with exactly the right words yet. I know it's been almost a month already, but that is an incredible loss.
We got 2 hours. You'll come up with it.
We'll
don't
come
worry.
up with it.
But now on Saturday, this is the show that they have there. It's called Mama, I'm Coming Home Memorial, featuring Mr. Crowley's Ozzy Experience.
Let's go.
It's the Ozzy Salute. So really, it's just a special evening remembering the Prince of Darkness. So you don't want to miss that show. That's over at the Arcata Theater, and that, again, is on Saturday evening, 8 o'clock show. But who we have in the studio, which I've already introduced, you're seeing a little bit on the screen right now, it's Jon Babin. And Jon, he's amazing. He's award-winning, world touring. He's a live musician, uncountless places that we're going to get into. Recording artist, songwriter, singer, guitarist, multi-instrument. How do you say that word?
I'm a multi-instrumentalist.
Instrumentalist. Thanks. Yeah, see, I knew you'd help me get through that. So this is who we got in the studio. So once again, welcome, Jon. Glad you're here.
Hey, glad to be here. Thanks for having me, Deano. I'm glad to see you up and about.
Yeah,
and,
it feels good.
Back at it. I was here last time with the other guys, Derek and Matt, and they were great. And I hope to see them again. But yeah, it's good to be on the program with you being the guy, the host. So
I enjoy the heck out of doing this. I got to be honest. I did not, when I got into the WRMN and I introduced you to my partner. When I got here, I was like, I don't want to do all this stuff. I'll get things ready. I'll be, I'll run the business. We'll get it all going. But then we had a spot open, and Tammy, she does, Tammy and Friends, which is Monday through Thursday. And so I says, yeah, okay, what the heck? Let's give this a shot. I'll see if I got it. And, with knowing Ron, I've known Ron for a gazillion years, and he brings different people to me. I found on my own. And I says, well, okay, let's see if we could turn this into show people what's in the Fox River Valley, which you go beyond as well, but you also perform within the Fox River Valley.
That's right.
And I said, why not get some people on? So this is why we're doing this today.
The Fox River was my backyard for a long time.
Oh, really? Where were you originally born and raised?
Well, I'm originally born in Chicago, but by the time I went to high school, I went to Hampshire High School and then lived in and out of the area and in and out of the downtown area of Chicago for a long time. But in the last few years, I lived on the west side of the Fox River in Dundee, and it was my backyard view.
Well, that's not bad at all.
It was very nice. Yeah.
Excellent. Hey, listen, if anybody wants to call in, it's real simple. All you got to do is call 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. You could talk direct to Jon. I know a lot of you guys are tired of talking to me, but you would never get tired of talking to this gentleman. He's got so many attributes, so many credentials. We're just going to hit a couple of them as we go. So before we get to the bottom of the hour, I'm going to talk about one more thing, and it kind of goes in, I think, with this, rock and roll, and we see so many stars that have come and gone too soon because of addiction, right?
Yes.
And you're going to say, where the heck is he coming from with this? Well, I'm going to tell you. I went into the hospital when they were filling in for me because my arm wouldn't move, my legs wouldn't move. So I went into the hospital there for about 2.5 days. I was getting scheduled to get the C3 through 7 operation done which they go through the front of your neck. And I says, okay, that's fine. But it got escalated because of what they saw and what had to happen. So my doctor said, okay, we'll send you some meds home with you. And you take them and you, as needed and what have you. Okay, I said, fine. No problem at all. So the first set of meds I get is the hydrocodone, I get Vicodin, right? I said, okay, fine. Then I get the muscle relaxer, cyclobenzaprine, I think is what it is. And that, for whatever reason, as I've been going through a lot of stuff, that knocks me out. I mean, it really. So now all of a sudden, I'm getting the oxycodone. So I've got these 3 major league drugs, and I've had my both shoulders done. I had the rotator cuffs. So I put them on this chart right now. I'm scheduling. One is saying every 4 to 5 hours. One is saying every 1 to 3. One is another 4 to 6. So I'm like, how can I put these in here? So here I'm taking a Vicodin. Then I'm taking 2 hours later, I'm taking this oxycodone. Then I'm taking a muscle relaxer. And my poor ex-wife, who came in so kindly to help me, I guess I was a real monster to her.
What-
So I'm going to tell to her and to God and everybody, Jeannie, I am so sorry for being the way I was. I was wearing, this neck brace I had to have on. So my friends were calling me up, and I was like, it sounded like Ozzy, as a matter of fact. One guy even said it. He says, Dean,
man.
what's going on? I said, well, I don't know. It's hard to talk with this neck brace. So finally, Jeannie had the brains to tell me. She says, Dean, it's not the neck brace. She says, look what you're taking.
You're on a cocktail.
Yeah. So I'm yelling at her. I says, no, you're wrong. I says, I did this with my shoulders. I know you have to stay in front of the pain. So as it turned out, the doctor that did my surgery on the neck procedure only sent the oxycodone and that muscle relaxer. The other doctor from when I was in the hospital never told me he sent them other pain pills. So here I'm thinking my doctor sending me these 3. So I knocked out the 1, went just to the 2. I think I became a little bit more of a normal person. I don't know. I think the damage is done with Jeannie. I don't know if she'll ever talk to me again, but
Oh, man.
I guess that was pretty rough. And, folks, if you have to go through these procedures, pay attention to what it is. Only take it when you need to take it, because this stuff is highly addictive and could put you in another dimension.
Yeah, to say the least. I mean,
Right?
there you can, you will be on a different planet with the amount with the pharmaceuticals.
And I went through
That,
like
you
a
can
good
be
2, 3 days, 4 days of this.
Yeah, and you could just be prescribed
Yeah, and it was prescribed.
this by doctors. This isn't just street drugs. I mean,
Yeah.
some of the drugs you mentioned are street drugs,
Well, yeah.
and not that I would know, but hey, look,
Hey, look, we all know what's out there.
no,
I'm
though
former law enforcement as well, and people are on the street. We know what's up. We know the time of day.
it's pretty insane.
But I'm telling you, everybody, if you have to take the meds, take them. But if you don't, stay away and listen to other people. Finally, I listened to her. I stopped taking them. I feel much better.
Good.
Much, much better. So here we are here today. So enough about that. Enough about me. But a lot of people have been asking me questions. They called me up. They said, geez, Dean, you sounded terrible. And the one guy did. He says, man, you sound like Ozzy Osbourne. I can't know what you're talking about. What are you saying? So those are my close guys, my Knights of Columbus guys. So, all right, that's all in there. That's past. Again, Jeannie, sorry for the way I've treated you through all that, or anybody else for that matter who hasn't come up forward. So today we're going to talk to Jon. And Jon Babin, like I said, we know he's a musician. He's going to play a few tunes here right inside the Studio 14, which we're so happy to have. But he's a recording artist and a songwriter. And, I start looking up all this stuff. Usually that's not the same person, correct? Isn't it? A songwriter and the recording artist, singer, composer. Usually it's either one or the other. The way I read it was like the composer works with the band to make everything all work. You do all of them.
Yeah, on the most recent album I've done, and I've done other work where it's just like strictly solo work. Yes, I think it takes a lot of guts, and it takes a particular type of personality to have a full band and have someone's first and last name attached to it. There's only a few examples I think that really works. I think it works in the Jimi Hendrix experience. It works
Yeah.
with John Mayer, but
Sure.
I also think that there are some people who have full 10-piece bands and it's just someone's name, and I think that's kind of, I don't know if that necessarily works or that it's fair to the musicians that play. So when I do my own solo stuff, I make sure to do all the instruments. Um, and again, like going back to examples where it really works, like obviously Jimi Hendrix experience. I'm not Jimi Hendrix, unfortunately, but
I've heard a lot of your stuff though, and this is original work that you've put out.
thank you. Yeah, I'm really much. I'm very much a minimalist. I like to put a lot of little basic things together, and to make one big, good collage thing. And so I'll do a basic drum track, and then I'll do a bass track, and then I'll add the piano, and then add the guitars, and then just start adding vocals and harmonies, and you throw it all together, and eventually it makes hopefully it makes a really good song.
So when you're doing stuff like that, which who was that guy? Sharon. What's his first name? Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, yes.
Can't remember. I saw him on the VMA Awards or something.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
when he did that song, that real famous song of his? Well, anyhow, he was where he did the humming first, and then he did the hitting of the side. You know how you put that all together in that
Right.
one box, and then you tie it all in together with your vocals on top.
That's right. I don't know if I saw that particular performance, but I think
What's that process? What is that called?
layering
Layering. Okay.
and tracking.
Tracking.
I don't know if I saw that performance, but I admire that kind of stuff too, because I think what he did was, it's one thing to lay it down in a studio and you have time, but yeah, to do it live is a different
Live.
thing.
A lot of guts.
And so that's a lot of maybe I want to say using the foot pedal to like create a new track and then jump on top of that.
Yeah.
I may even get into some of that sometime in the near future so I could play the rhythm guitar, but then cut out and then do the solo.
So I guess that's the question I was trying to get to by saying that, by understanding what that system is, layering or tracks or what have you. So if you're doing all of this in your studio or whatever you're doing, you still have the ability to, like, I guess, give the music to the bass player and say, okay, this is what I want you to play, and the drummer, this is what I want you to play, and then you put the pieces that you want to do, whether it's the vocals or your acoustic guitar.
Right.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. So a lot of the gigs you see on online that I have coming up, and there's over 100 this year, are mostly just solo acoustic. So I do the best to compensate for full band work, and obviously, and also a lot of the songs I play, translate very well to acoustic, and sometimes adding a full band would be too much. But I don't play anything to the point where it's too minimalistic that it doesn't work with just an acoustic
I got
and a
you.
guitar. If you come to see me play and it's an acoustic and a vocal, you're going to have a great time. It's
Yeah.
even though you can go home and listen to it the full band on your earphones, or you can come see me in a different carnation. Most gigs you see will be solo acoustic, and you're gonna have a blast because you can help me sing along, and we can all have a good time together.
And now on those shows, the acoustic, are you still layering some of those different pieces in to
I'm-
help you through, or not just yet?
Not live
Okay.
just yet.
I got you. Okay, so I got it. So recording is one thing, live, it takes a little bit to get.
No,
in.
you're great. No,
Well, now I'm
it's
understanding that.
no, you're right. It's confusing. But yeah, the albums are one thing, but live is another. Now I'm kind of in the process of being able to join those two things together. So piece by piece, you'll see layer by layer start showing up.
I like that. I like that. And
I'm like an onion. I just got nothing
you
but
got to
layers.
keep peeling them off. That's right. But a lot of thing I ask, of course, everybody is, what is it that, of course, who inspires you? And we'll get to all of that kind
Sure.
of stuff. But it's you playing the acoustic more affords you to be in a more intimate, smaller setting, like a smaller venue. And you prefer that?
Yeah, I mean there are pros and cons to both. I mean, obviously, I'd like to play in the biggest stages that you can be on. I mean, that's great. But and I will have as much fun there as I will anywhere. But yeah, luckily you are afforded the luxury when you have a smaller acoustic, more intimate set to have just a different setting and a different vibe for maybe even just a different audience. And it could be a campfire setting. and that's going to be just as fun sometimes. Um, yeah, I mean, and I've been on the festival circuit this year a bit too, like on bigger stages, and it's just been a blast. And I want to do more of that, as well as more intimate gigs. You know, anywhere that has a stage and a microphone, hire me. I'll be there. And it doesn't even have to be a stage. It could just be a ground level platform. And you got a mic, I'll join you.
We'd love to hear you. And I tell you, we've got a festival coming up the 20th of September, and we're having it in Hampshire. It's called America First Responders Fest. So, maybe next year you be our guy, be one of the guys to perform on stage for us.
That'd be great. Actually,
We'd love to have you.
I'd be happy to join.
Are you busy the 20th? Come on by. I'm sure we could sneak you in even there. We get maybe one of the guys take a spot.
This year, it might be kind of close. That's the 20th.
It's right around the corner.
It's right. It's coming up. I will be I will be gigging at a charity in Indiana that day.
Beautiful. And we have some pictures up here. And again, this shows all the different, a lot more different faces of what you do and where you are, larger, some smaller. And I see you were at Penny Lane, and would you go to Liverpool, huh?
That's right.
Beatles a big influence?
Probably.
Or is it just you like being out there?
No, I mean, well, I will love being out there, yes, but it's probably the Beatles are probably, not probably, the Beatles are inarguably my number one influence.
Okay.
I think they are the reason I even get into music at a young age in the first place. And I had the incredible honor last fall, late September and October, to be able to tour my music and to travel throughout Ireland. And then our last spot was England.
Oh, my gosh.
And I played Northern England and Liverpool at the famous Cavern Club where the Beatles formed.
How cool is that?
It was such a full circle moment. And that club is so cool. It is, it's known as the Cavern Club, and there's a Cavern pub next door, and there's some other cavern type places, but this is the Cavern Club. You go like 3 stories down, it feels like, no cell service, and it's just you and music, and a lot of people, and a fresh bar, and just loud, good rock and roll, and just great songwriting, great covers. There's some Beatles bands there, and I was very lucky to be able to go there and bring my performance on the Cavern stage, and I don't think I have had such an honor.
Well, you must have had a good agent, or did you set that up yourself?
In my music life. No, you're looking at him. I'm the agent.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a go-getter, man.
I have I got the go-ahead to do the tour through a travel agency, but it was I didn't have an agent or a manager or anything. Shay Clark is a great guy.
I mean, to play there alone, but to do it, you set it all up yourself, do your own music.
Yeah, I set it up with a travel agency and some friends, and it was essentially, I don't have a manager, so I don't have an agent, or I don't have a booking agent, and so yeah, I'm a bit of a go-getter. I'd like some help at some point, so if any music managers are out there, it'd be great to talk to you.
Well, you're going to stick around. Listen, you're listening to WRMN 1410 right here on the AM dial, Studio 14, and we're at YouTube Live. Don't miss it. We're going to come back and talk to Jon Babin with just a little bit some more. So, hey, stay tuned. We'll be with you in just a few short moments. Hey, everybody, guess what? You're back. We're right here, Dino's Night Out. We got a great in-studio guest. We've been talking with him already for the first half hour here, Jon Babin. And Jon is just amazing. Even talking to him, while we're on the breaks, he has so many, I don't know how to say it. He's got so many credentials that is just awesome. And I'm going to switch over to him in just a moment if I get this thing to work right. There we go. Everybody can see you again. So there you are, Jon.
Hello, everybody.
On. All right. So, you brought a guitar, I understand.
I do. Yes, I brought a guitar with me.
What do you say we play a song? Let's hear a song.
Let's do it.
Let me ask one question before.
Sure.
How long you been in this business? I mean, you're too young to be doing this for as long as I think you would be doing it. You know what I mean?
I'll admit I started very young. I used to play in, when I started playing and writing songs and learning other people's songs to help get myself get gigs early on. I was playing in bars at an age that I should not have been able to walk into bars doing. I must have been 18 or 19.
Wow.
Just walking into strictly adult places.
Drinking 7-Up and Diet Coke. I get
There
it.
you go. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes a beer would get passed up your way, and you're like, okay, I will not disclose the names of those places, but this is a good 15 years ago now or
Oh,
so.
good for you.
But I've just been doing it a long time. It's funny. Even in I think it's my teen years, which is a good 20 years ago now, I discovered just then, very young, that's exactly what I want to do.
What was the first instrument that you actually picked up and said, you know what, I could play this?
Drums. I started off as a drummer.
Really?
Yeah, I used to, I was an angsty teenage kid. I used to bang stuff, and I used to just, there's no way to there's just no better way to get out teen aggression than on a drum kit or on a drum.
And then you realize that a nice acoustic guitar you could take to the riverside or the campfire,
Yeah.
and now there's all those girls listening, singing, and playing your music. Forget those drums.
I did just decide I wanted to. Yeah, I had song ideas in my head, and there's only so much you could do as a songwriter on
Sure.
the drums with just a drum kit. So
Right.
I started picking up the guitar, and the rest became kind of history.
Oh, there you go. So you got a good 15, 20 years in this.
Yeah.
If you count your early days that, you're inspired.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We know the Beatles inspired you. You got to play at the #1 club, right?
my God.
Where else to play but there?
Yeah, and I can't, and I'm not here to be a tourist commercial, but if you're a music fan, and you don't even have to be a Beatles fan per se, but if you're a fan of music, the city of Liverpool is full of live music and just wonderful places, and you got to check out the Cavern Club. It is really, it's a very special street in Liverpool and in England, and it's just a very special country as well. A very special part of the world is England and Ireland. They just take their music very seriously.
Yeah.
And but not too seriously that it's not fun. There's something about that area, and I couldn't recommend it enough. It was
Something about the Europeans we need to learn a little bit of, enjoy a little bit more instead of work.
yeah, if you work a 9 to 5, 2 to 3 days off a year, doesn't make for a great culture, I don't think.
I don't
I
think
think
it
when they're able, in European cultures, when you're able to get some vacation off, that's more than just a week. I think you're able to enjoy your life more, and you're more willing to get back to work, and you're a little more rejuvenated. And I think you get
Recharged.
I think you're more productive when you're doing that as opposed to slaving away.
Let's do it. All right, so what are we going to hear first?
This is the first single on my most recent release, which is self-titled. It's called Jon Babin, JONBABIN. I do apologize if you've gone to my website and it seems to be down. There needs to be an update to that, and that will be up in the next couple of days, jonbabin.com. But all of my dates are under my Facebook and my Instagram right now, which is JONBABIN. That's Jon Babin. And this first song, I should say, is called "I Shouldn't Be Alone Tonight," and that's the first single off my solo record.
Nice. There we go.
Guess I'll have to shake along in a room for two. I lay on one side of the bed, pretending I'm with you. Think I try to crack a smile to myself I lie. Can't let no one thoughts up in my head, believe in fantasy. The only one who breaks my heart ends up being me. I believe that love is real, that it's all you need. I believe that love exists, it just don't for me. It just don't for me. It just don't for me. No, I don't know why this hurts so much tonight. An apple in time, just to see you one more time. No, I know it's the only path I go. I shouldn't be alone tonight. I shouldn't be alone tonight.
Hey, how about that? Now that's your song. You wrote that,
Thank you. Yes, that's mine. Thank you. Yep.
and that's on your album. You said your first album.
It's on the most recent one, and you could. It's on the most recent one. That's called "I Shouldn't Be Alone Tonight." You could find that on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok at the moment, and
Nice.
soon to be Apple and Spotify as well.
My God. So how many albums have you produced now?
Wow. It's been a.
Oh, wow. That many?
How many albums do I technically have out? It's a good question because, let's see. So I have my full band Lever, which I have 3 albums with them. As far as solo records, I have one little EP on my SoundCloud called Jon Babin's Moon Clouds. I have a full length after that called Jon Babin's Moon Clouds Volume 1. This album I have now is self-titled Jon Babin. So I guess altogether it's about 6.
Yeah, with the
6
EP thing you're
albums.
talking about.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Nice.
6 albums, but there's also all sorts of recordings of me on other people's projects throughout the internet. So it's kind of I have a lot of music out there.
Yeah, you sure do. My God, very impressive. That was a great job. I
Thank
mean,
you.
awesome job.
Thanks, Deano.
Not even just a great job. You know, and what I'm learning, you know, in this music industry, because of the talents that you have, because of what you're able to do, obviously what we, yeah, leave it up there, it's fine.
Sure.
People could hear you, people see this talent. Are you ever like maybe get a call from like another band or a group or a gig or whatever to play with them, to fill in for something? Do you do stuff like that as
Oh,
well?
I certainly do. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, yeah, I've played with so many other bands, like for just filling in on a record or for filling in on a few gigs, and I'm still completely open to do that if I have the time for it.
Right.
Just feel free.
But it sounds like you're so busy. It sounds like you're booked, man.
I am pretty booked, but
And weren't you telling me that your dream was to make this your living and not do nothing else?
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're there.
I am finally made that happen.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, I'm my own company and my own boss, and
Nah, let's say, I'm going to ask before you say you're your own boss. Are you in a relationship at all?
I am in a very nice, committed relationship. Yes.
Okay. So we know who the boss
So
is.
we know who the boss really is. Yeah. Let's go.
I just had to throw that in there. No, and that's good. And that's very important that you have a partner that's going to be with you through this, you know, thick
It's-
and thin,
Oh, yeah.
because you're out late nights, you're in different, like you're going to Indiana, like you said, coming up on the 20th for a charity event. You're all over the place.
It's really impossible to maintain sort of relationship or home life. I think it's almost impossible. I think to find someone who's accepting of that and understanding of that.
And you've got it.
And I've got it.
I
And
like it.
I'm very, very lucky too.
God bless you.
because-
That doesn't come often, man.
No, in fact, I've been single for years and years because of that. There've been some hiccups in the past where it just does not work, but luckily I have had someone that is I do have someone in my life that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Pretty simply, she gets you and you get her, and that's
She
it, right?
she well, I get her. I don't. She sometimes gets me.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes she looks at me like I'm stupid. I don't know.
What's her favorite song that you
Her favorite song?
have you made? I mean,
Of
being a
mine,
songwriter,
or-
have you made a song for her?
I have written songs for her, but they have not been released yet. But I do know what her favorite song is that I've written.
How about you play that one for
You
her?
got it.
Since we brought her up again,
Since we're
talking
since
about
we're
her.
here,
The
right?
least we could do, right? No, that's great, man.
And it's funny that this is one of her favorites as well, because this is one of the first songs I've written, at least one of the first ones that I've kept up throughout my life. And you can actually hear it on Lever's album called Lever, called Hoverboard. There's a song called Lucky. There's also a music video of it
Really?
on YouTube.
How neat is that?
From the and we filmed it at the Arcada Theater as well. in
How do you
St.
like
Charles.
that? Of all places,
Beautiful.
that Ron gets all that talent. You're
This-
there.
This is Lucky.
There we go.
You got me moving my feet up and down the street. You're the kind of girl I'd like to meet. Of all the other boys in town, you came up to me. Now I want to rock you all night long, and I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. Woke up the other day and we were in pain, but the night before it felt great. Oh, the only girl who could ever do me right. Oh, we could stay up late without taking a break, and I said I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. 'Cause I got your number on my speed dial. It would be nice to stay with you a while, and I said I'm gonna show the world. You're gonna show the world. We're gonna show the world. We're gonna show the world that we ain't down and out. Lying down in bed, counting the sheets, sweating to the bone beyond belief. Yeah, all springing mattresses lying down beneath. I want to rock you all night long, and I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. I said I am feeling lucky. 'Cause I got your number on my speed dial. It would be nice to stay with you a while, and I said I'm gonna show the world. You're gonna show the world. We're gonna show the world. We're gonna show the world that we ain't down and out. Ooh.
Hey, and that was Lucky. Lucky to have her, and I tell you what, that's one heck of a song.
Thank you.
Lucky
Yes,
that she
I am
likes it,
very
not
lucky
just-
to have her.
Yeah.
Her name is Jax, by the way.
Oh, Jex, okay. I didn't want to ask if you didn't want to bring it out there, but that's great. Jex, that's
It's
a
all
different.
it's all public knowledge anyway.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's great. Yeah, take a sip, man. You're working hard over here.
You know,
all
the
I,
first
all
time
I get to do is introduce the songs. You get to play them and sing them.
You know what's
I
funny? The
wish I
first time
could
I
sing.
played that song, and right now we're on Douglas and Elgin. The first time I actually played that song live was in 2008 or 2009. You remember? And you've been a native of this area for a long time.
Yeah, I've been around. Yeah, I don't know.
You remember a place called Mad Maggie's?
Oh, sure.
We played that at Mad Maggie's for the
No
very
kidding.
first time. My an old band of mine with my friends.
Wow.
I used to write most of the music for that too. And after we did like got past like a round of doing covers and figuring out how to play, really,
Yeah.
that was one of the first songs I wrote. Very inspired by like the Stones and like that kind of era, and that was one of the songs we played just kind of around the corner from here. For
Yes,
very,
yeah, it wasn't far. Yeah, well, that's really something. Hey, listen, everybody, we have Jon Babin in studio here, right at Studio 14. You want to give a call? It's 847-931-1410. Ask any kind of questions. You're not going to have this opportunity often because this guy travels. He's got over 100 shows minimum before the year's over. Add them up. There's no time for nothing.
you can come to a show though.
But you come to a show, and we're going to get to that. You're going to tell us all the different shows
Sure.
that you got going on, and I really look forward to hearing where you're going to be playing. I'd love to see what you would like, in a bigger, bigger setting.
Sure.
But I'll tell you what, there's nothing like this right here, getting personal and watching the way you play.
I'm happy to give
and
you
hearing you.
the personal show here in the studio.
Our listeners are loving it too.
Are they good? Good. Hey,
I'm,
everybody.
I'm not able to click my. Usually, I have a bunch of feedback from the YouTube side, but I
Hello,
don't know.
world. How you doing?
Yeah, something's going on with it.
I have some people listening. I think actually have some family in from Europe. Actually, I think listening too. Right. So hi, family.
So, you have your family live out in Europe as well?
I have some cousins that are in the European area that are visiting us for now. They're visiting like my family right now.
I hope the safer part of Europe for right now.
Yes,
Good.
it is. Yeah.
I mean, it's wild what's going on in this country, the world. Not the country.
It is very very dark what's happening. I think there's
you got people, you got leaders of countries,
that's what I was just gonna
world
say.
leaders talking and saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to talk. Oh yeah, we'll do a ceasefire." As soon as he hangs up the phone, he's throwing a bomb at the building.
Yeah.
I mean, are you nuts?
That should be. I don't care that a leader of a country
Yeah.
is the leader of the country. If you murder people and you're breaking the law and breaking your word, that should be treated as illegal.
Yeah, right.
And you can't just kill people because if you or I did that, we'd be behind bars right now.
We're locked up in 2 minutes short.
I mean,
Yeah,
that shouldn't
wouldn't
be
take nothing.
okay to just consistently and relentlessly.
And although I don't know the rules of the war crimes and what have you, but it seems to me you're sending a missile into a residential area. That's
Yeah.
got to be a war crime.
That should
you're
be- that
killing
sh-
innocent babies and mothers and fathers and what have you.
Right. And that should be a moral, universal principle that you can't just kill people.
Yeah. No, it ain't right. I mean, I don't do the political stuff.
Sure.
I mean, I get into it. I don't mind having a gentle conversation about it because I don't get it.
No.
It seems so simple to fix all these wars. We got two good ones going on right now, and we're right in the middle trying to do something good. I hope something good comes out of it. So who knows where it's going to go?
The thing is, we never know, and obviously, I know you don't want to get into politics, and I totally respect that. But I guess a good way to segue from that is that if looking at politics and foreign policy and all has shown us anything, it's that we don't ever know
No.
what's going to happen or what power hungry person is going to do with what they can. And so we're definitely in a very scary time, but there
Makes you look closer to home. It makes you look a little closer to the politics, other than just your presidential elections. It appears to me, especially in this business that we're in, people are starting to get more and more interested in your local elections
yeah.
because these local people become your global monsters, we'll call them, as they get more power. Locally, I'm in charge of the River Conservancy. Oh, I'm the library board. Maybe I'm an alderman. Okay, I'm a city mayor. And it goes up and up, senator, house, they get into that. It's just too much.
Yeah.
And then they're at too high of positions listening to all these lobbyists instead of listen to the people.
Right.
Nobody wants this. You
And-
don't want war.
No, and listening and paying attention to your aldermen and even as high up as state senators, it's important. Mayors, I think it's important to pay attention to those people because those are the people that are going after the big government jobs, and it would be nice to have a handle on where they sit ideally, where their ideas sit, I should say,
Right.
before they get into places that they cannot be just taken down from without a good legal fight. I think that, at a local level, there are some great politicians, but it's
Oh,
better.
there's so many good
Yeah,
politicians out
and
there.
I've met some Chicago aldermen in my day, and I'm just blown away by the intelligence that some of these people
Elgin
have.
is the sixth largest city in the state of Illinois.
Correct. Yes.
So you look around here, you've got a lot of big people here. You know, you got a lot of representation. We have a lot of older people, because you can't call them aldermen, older women. But you got the council that they're doing the best they can with what they have. But you need the people to be involved, to voice their opinion the right way, not just, loudly. But you need to be able to voice your opinion so that everyone's heard. But let's do this peacefully. Yeah, well, we got off the track, and this is the top of the hour. We are listening to Jon Babin. You're listening to this man. He is, again, not only, I see why he's award-winning. I mean, he's a musician. He's a composer. He's everything. He's got common sense when it comes to, we're talking politics here. I don't think there's a topic he can't talk on. And I think any of the good musicians that are out there, you need that balance.
I'll flap my
And
gums
John,
loud
you're
enough.
the- well, John, you're that guy. And I'm glad that we have you on. So you're going to stick around with us for a little bit?
Absolutely.
All right, folks. You're listening to WRMN. We're at Deano's Night Out, 2 to 4, every single Friday. Jon Babin, our live in-studio guest, Studio 14. Hey, don't go no place. We're going to be with you in just a little bit.